Hi friends! Welcome back to another episode of Kaylee Grows, and today is going to be another list video. I am turning 30, which is crazy. I don't know why it feels so crazy to me, but I turned 30 on May 25th, so I decided to make a video of the 30 of my favorite plants that I've ever had. Most of them I still currently have, but I think there's like 10 or so that I don't have anymore. Either they died or I got rid of them for whatever reason in one of my moves. But yeah, I don't want to make this intro super long because this video is probably going to be pretty long. 30 plants is a lot, so let's jump into it. Okay, so I'm going to be reading this off my phone, so if I'm like looking down or whatever, that's why. I made the list already because holy crap. The first one, also these are in like literally no order at all. I just kind of threw them up there as I thought about them. The first one is one that I currently have, and that is a Venus flytrap. I've had quite a few of these in my life, and this specific one that I have, I've had for quite a few years. I think I finally got down the care on them, but I think they're just so interesting. I love the way that they grow. I love carnivorous plants, and yeah, so that's just the first one. Number two is actually sitting right behind me, right here. I'm gonna close this so I don't do that again. But the second one is right here, and that's my Monstera Constellation. I think this plant is absolutely beautiful. She hasn't grown very well for me since I moved here. I probably have to move her into a higher light situation. I thought she had enough light here, but obviously not. But I think she's beautiful. I'm very happy with how she's grown. I got her very small, and now she's doing very well, so I love her. Number three is a plant that I've tried a couple of times, and this is an Alicasia Frydek, not a Frydek, a Jackalin. So, hi buddy. Knight's sitting right next to me. Alicasia Jackalin, but I think this plant is so interesting looking, but every time I move, my Alacasias are unhappy. So I don't have her anymore, unfortunately. She died when I moved. So I even tried to like propagate the like stump of her, and it just rotted away, unfortunately. So I love my Alicasia Jackalin. I actually got her like relatively big, but I don't have her anymore. Next is one that I actually just, I think the next video is about, and that's my Filidendrin Squamiferum. This plant has grown absolutely crazy, absolutely insane. She's huge, but I love those fuzzy petioles. I think they're just so interesting and just so different than anything else that I have. My foot keeps going to sleep with the way that I'm sitting. But I just love her. I want to grow it big, but like I am horrible with growing plants on poles, so that probably won't happen. But I love her, so interesting, yes. Number five on my list is my Hoya Carey, and this is specifically because I had this just as a Hoya heart for like years, literal years, and then just one day she grew a vine, and now she's an actual plant. So when people say that Hoya hearts will never grow into anything, that's not true. Mine did. I know it's not like all the time, but mine did. And I love her. She's not a big plant, but I just like the history that I have with it. And yeah. Next is also a plant that I don't have anymore. I got rid of this plant when I left Wilmington because it was just way too big to bring with me. And this is a bird of paradise. I loved how big that plant got. I loved how the leaves unfurled. I would love to get another one to put on my porch here, but I just don't have the money, mostly for the pot that I would have to be in. Usually the plants are pretty cheap, but I just think they're so interesting. The island that I live on actually has them like all over the place. I don't think they're native here, but I do know that they can grow in the ground. So that's really interesting. I think their flowers are beautiful. Mine never flowered, but I don't know. I miss this plant. I think about it a lot, and I love her. Number 7 is my Hoya Polyura. I I do still have this one. I think she's so interesting. It's very different than anything else that I have in my collection, and this is another one that I would love to get really big. I probably should chop her and propagate it, but I haven't really done that with Hoyas, so I don't really know what to do. Maybe that'll be another little experiment video that I'll do, but we'll see. I just think it's so interesting. I love the like lines on it and stuff. But yeah, I love her. I think she's so cool. Next is my Monstera Addinsoni. This plant I have had so many ups and downs with, but I still have her. She's still growing. The video that I posted, I don't know if it's gonna be last week or the week before, that I actually filmed a couple of months ago, I think in like March or something, and she's already growing and like looking amazing and beautiful. So I love this plant. I love how resilient it is. It starts to go bad, you just cut it back and it comes back. So I love an Addinsoni. I love the fenestrations in it, and yeah. Next is a Hoya Linearis. This is another plant that I don't have anymore. Mine just got completely covered in mealybugs, and when I was leaving Tennessee, I just was like, no, this isn't worth fixing her or giving it to another person to have a project, so unfortunately I just tossed it. But yeah, I missed that plant. I would love to get another one. I only had a small one. I think I had like 2 vines, and I thought it was so interesting. I would love to get another one, but money. Next is one of my all-time favorite plants. Like, this one is very high up on the list, and this is my Jade Pothos. This is the first aeroid that I ever had, and this plant is one of the very first that I've ever had. If you guys have been watching my channel, you know the story behind this plant. And I got this as a cutting from a plant that was at my old aquarium that I used to work at. It was just like in the ticketing office, and I've had her like forever. And I don't even know if it's a jade or if it's technically a golden, but like she doesn't variegate very much, so like it's just a very dark version. And I love this plant. I love this specific plant because of how much she's been through. This is another one that I cut way back, I think in the last video. And again, she's growing again. She's doing absolutely fine. She has a vine and everything already. So I love how resilient this plant is, and I just love it. Next is something kind of similar, but this is my Sabu Blue. This plant is just completely different than anything else that I have in my collection. I love the color. It's like still kind of that like silvery blue. I did struggle with her for quite a bit, but it looks like she's coming back. We'll see. I don't know. I think my Pothos are happy in this apartment, while my Monsteras were happier in my last apartment. So, I don't know. Next is another plant that I don't have anymore, and this is number 12. This is my string of hearts. Just my regular string of hearts. I had a big pot of them, and it got so long and so happy, and I just loved this plant. This one also got like crazy mealybugs on it, and it was just too big to bring with me. I didn't want to have to completely like untangle it 1,000 times as I moved. So unfortunately, what's wrong? Why are you crying? But this plant I don't have anymore, unfortunately. I would love to get another one. This one's actually very high up on my wish list to get again, but there aren't any plant stores in the area, and plants online are just so expensive compared to what I used to get in person. So I have not got another string of hearts. Okay, the next one is a Thaumatophyllum sprucianum, or a fun bun, or there's like 1,000 different names, but I love this plant. This has been in so many favorites videos that I've had. It's just so interesting. It looks very different than any other plant that I have. She's growing so big, so happy. She's actually on top of my cabinet right here. I've never had an issue with this plant. She's always been hardy, always been good. and always been growing, so I love her and I will have her for a very long time. Another one is one that I don't have anymore, and I don't have this one because I got rid of it when I moved. I just didn't think it was going to do well with moving, and this is my like round leaf sundew. I have a couple of the long ones here, but I just like the round ones. I think they're just so cute and petite. Those ones I have had better luck with actually catching bugs. I had one and ants were literally attracted to it, and they would just eat all the ants, and I loved that. I didn't bring it with me because it's so sticky. I didn't want to have to like cover it in any way and then have to uncover it, and I just didn't really know how to move with it, so I don't have her anymore. I do miss it. I think about it a lot, but I did love this plant. Oh, this one's fun. This is my Antherum Politum. This one is like so long and so interesting. And I always heard horror stories about anthuriums, that they were just so hard to take care of, but I've actually had a lot of luck with anthuriums. The only one that I'm kind of struggling with is my clarinervium, or I don't know what it's called, but whatever. I have it in my cabinet now rehabbing, but yeah. I love my Politum. My longest leaf I think is like 1.5 feet long, and I just can't wait to see how big it'll get. I just think it's so interesting. The next one is my Booby Cactus. I think she's so funny, especially in just like a single girl apartment. I just love it. I think it's so funny. It looks like it has boobs. Like I think it's hilarious. She's grown a lot since I've had her. She seems to love Texas. I just have her in my window and she's just growing like a weed, and yeah, I just love her. Number 18 is one that I don't have anymore, but this one was also one that, gosh, did I get rid of it in Tennessee? But I had her for years. But this is my Rattlesnake Calia. At least I think it's a Calia. I'll put the scientific name on the screen, but I loved this plant. This plant did so well with me, and I never really had to do anything crazy to her. I never had to water her a specific way. She would just grow, and she would grow those little like Tootsie Rolls up, or fruit roll-ups up, and I've thought about getting another one of these, but I just haven't. There's so many plants that I want more than that one, but that's one that I think about a lot that I just thought was so interesting. I loved this plant, and yeah, my Rattlesnake Calia. My next one is one that I have, and this is my string of turtles. So I have had a couple of string of turtles, so I don't actually know which plant I have now, but I had a really big string of turtles from one of my best friends. Hi Caitlin, if you're watching. And then I had another one from my ex-boyfriend, and then they started dying back, so I cut them way back, put them in water, got them to regrow, and then I burnt her in the window, so then she died and is coming back again. It's just this whole crazy story, but I think this plant is just so interesting. I'm also a marine biologist. I love turtles, so I love the string of turtles. I think they're just so much fun. They're little peace sign looking leaves. But yeah, I love my string of turtles. Number 20 is actually one that's directly next to my string of turtles in my window that's like in front of me. And that's my Nepenthes Pitcher plant, and I love this thing. This thing has come with me for so long. I bought this in Wilmington and she's just survived. She loved my last apartment. She grew so many pitchers, but I have not gotten her to grow any pitchers since moving to this apartment. It might also just be the time of year. Once it gets to be summertime, she might do a little bit better. And right now she has exactly one pitcher. I just did some maintenance on her and took off the old pitchers that were all crusted up. So maybe now that she's not putting energy towards ones that were like half empty, maybe she'll grow more. But I just think this plant is so interesting. I love carnivorous plants. I think they're just so cool. They're so different than other plants that you see out there, especially ones that I personally see outside, but I love her. Oh gosh, another one that I like love. I have a love-hate relationship with this plant. I've had it a couple of times, but I've never gotten it to grow like at all. And this is my Filidendrin Varicosum. I love this plant, but it hates me. I have not been able to get any Varicosums to grow at all. I've tried so many times and they just die on me, like immediately, like so quick. They die so fast, and it's like to the point where like I can't even like, I don't even think it's me. I think it's just like where I live that I can't have a Varicosum. I love her. I think they're so interesting. I want one so bad, but they just hate me. They hate me. So I don't have it anymore. I have it, technically I have one in my terrarium, but I can't really see it, so I love it. I want another one, but I want one that will like actually grow. The next one is one that I actually am kind of surprised about, and this is my Monstera Esqueto. I put this one on the list because it just recently started doing pretty well. Pretty well. I love the look of like the huge ones that people have. Mine personally is like very weird looking. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves on the bottom, and then there's like a long vine, and then there's like 3 leaves up high. So eventually if she starts outgrowing that, I'll chop it and put the like 3-leaf piece into the pot, but haven't done that just yet. But I just think that this plant is so interesting. It's basically just like a giant Addinsoni, and I think that's so cool. It just feels very jungly and interesting. The next one's just a classic Monstera Deliciosa. Again, just because they're classic. I think they're so cool. I love the fenestrations. I love how different they can look. The one that I currently have is huge and beautiful, and the newest leaf that she gave me is amazing. And I don't know, they just make me happy. Like they just feel so like plant. Like I have plants in my house. Like you have to have a Monstera, you have to have a Pothos. Those I feel like are like the 2 plants that you need. Maybe a snake plant too. Those are like the 3 that people have that are like quintessential plants that people have. And I love her. I love her. I had to put her on this list. Ooh, the next one that I have is one that I don't have anymore. I personally had a Fernleaf Cactus, or like, it was called like a shark tooth cactus. I don't know the difference between them and like a rickrack cactus, or if they're the same, but I love those jungle cactuses. I think they're so interesting. I want another one because I think they would do really well here in Texas, but again, money. But I think they're just so interesting. I do miss it, but that was another one that would not have survived the move. It was just so long, and like it would not have done well in my moving truck. I don't even know how I would have been able to move that one, but I loved it. I did. I didn't have it for very long, but I really did love it. The next one is one that I still have, and this is my Candelabra White Ghost. So it's a euphorbia. It's like a cactus, and she's just so interesting. It's another one that looks very different than anything else that I have. Like it's pokey like a cactus, but it's like such a light colored green. It's just so interesting. Whenever I talk about the plants that I have, I'm like looking at them. But I think it's just so cool. And I love how it like grows arms like a candelabra, and I don't know, I just think it's interesting. I love her. Number 26 on my list is my Peruvian apple cactus. This one, unfortunately, like maybe 3 weeks ago, had a big accident. I left her outside on a windy day and she fell over and broke. So the pot is broken, and the plant, it had like 3 growth areas that like had like cinches in them, and the top one broke off. But when I got this cactus, it was only like a cutting, so I put it back in the pot. I need to get a new pot. One, because she needs to be repotted, and two, now that I have that big crack on the side, like it's not gonna survive that long, so I need to get a new pot. But I just haven't. There's, like I said, there's no plant stores around me, and I have a Walmart near me, but they don't have a lot of plant stuff, and because it's so windy outside, I would want something heavier than just like a plastic pot, and I just haven't done it. But this plant has been so big for me. It has flowered a bunch of times, and I just love her. I hope that she does well. I hope that she keeps growing, and I hope to have her like forever. Next one is another one that I don't have anymore, and this is my Bearpaw Succulent. This is another one that I thought was just like so cute and so interesting. The little bear paws were so fuzzy and so cool, and this was just a succulent that I actually kept alive. But I was afraid that it wouldn't do well in the move. It was very sensitive, like if you touched it too hard, the bear paws would fall off. So I don't have her anymore. But I did love this plant. This is another one that I would love to have again. Ooh, okay. This one, actually no, I'm gonna leave this one to the end because I have two that I don't have anymore and then one that I love, love, love. Number 28 on the list is an Alicasia Friedeck. Mine died. She didn't like the move. This was another one that I tried to keep the little root system in, and she just rotted away, and I'm sad about it. Yeah, so I loved my Alicasia Friedeck. I would love to get another one. I would love to get a variegated one, but I need to keep my regular one first before I get a variegated one. Yeah, Alicasia Friedeck. They're just like beautiful. Like they're gorgeous looking. They look like they're silk plants, but they're not. And I don't know. They're just beautiful. I love them. Number 29 is a Filidendrin Dark Lord. I think they are just so cool. I love those like dark plants. I can't even remember what happened to mine. I think I got rid of it. I can't remember if it died or if I got rid of it. I don't even know, but it was just so interesting looking. Like, I liked how dark it was, and that was before I was very good with my philodendrons. My philodendrons tend to be doing better now that I like kind of know what I'm doing. Plus I have really good humidity in my house now. I know that I had her in one of my apartments in Tennessee, and then I didn't have it in the second apartment in Tennessee. So maybe she died. But I loved that plant. I thought it was so cool looking. Very interesting. And then last but not least, number 30 on my list is my Filidendrin Gloriosum. She's just so gorgeous. Like, I love this plant. My ex-boyfriend gave it to me for, I can't remember if it was my anniversary or my birthday or something like that. And I love this plant. It is huge. I love the leaves. They're shiny in person. They just look like pillows, and it grows. Like, I love that it's a crawler because it's different than anything else I have, and I don't know. I just think it's so cool. I think it's so interesting, and I love her. Like, I really do. I just love her. So, yeah, that is all of the plants that I have for you guys today. I love my plants. I love that I'm still on my plant journey. 5, 6 years later, 6, 7 years later maybe. But I love it. I love my plants. I hope to continue my little planty journey well into my 30s. And thank you guys for coming with me on this journey that I'm going on, which is just life. But here's to 30 being the best decade yet. And I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. If you like me, subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. I would love to hit 1,000 subscribers one day in the future. And I hope to see you guys again on the next one. Bye.